Wow, what a great first day we had at the mine. Got me a cup of coffee. Now we're going to just run into town real quick. And there's a sale going on right now for a self-propelled baler. And we're going to run to town and we're going to get that. So let's hop in the pickup, head to town, and we got to get our straw baled up. I want to hurry and do that before we start selling some of that stuff from our mine. We got all that we've been producing from the mine, and I don't want to get our farm budget and our mine operation kind of confused. We want to spend some of the money we have now. We got $267,000 still from the previous loan. I'm going to use some of that and buy this new self-propelled baler. It's not something we really needed, but since it's on sale, it's a good time to get it. So let's run to town and get it picked up.
In the old mining town of Evergreen Valley resides a small town farmer that woke up one day and realized that farming wasn't his biggest dream. So that day, he decided to invest everything he had in an old rundown coal mine. Can he make enough to make his loan payments and keep his livelihood, or will he lose it all? This is The Miner.
This is what I'm looking at buying, the Vermeer ZR5 1200. It's 35% off. I think that's a pretty decent deal. So we're going to switch this over. We're going to put Michelin tires on it. I think we're going to do the wide setup. If we ever end up on the hillsides, I think we're going to want something a little better. Okay, get this thing purchased. Here we go. $138,000 total spent. Of course, now we're down to $129,000, but there she is. We're going to run this down to the farm, and we're going to start baling that up. And I'm sure the guys down at the mill, they're going to be calling us soon saying, hey, we got all this. At least I hope they call us soon, telling us we have all this coal to be loaded up. So we take this back to the house, we'll start baling it, and then as soon as they give us a call, we will head down and start picking up some coal. So see you back at the farm. All right, here we go. I think I've got everything turned on correctly. This thing only has 4.3 hours on it. That's not too bad. And she's used, but not used too hard. Of course, the straw is never good on a baler. I mean, it's definitely better than corn straw, but we'll get some of these bales done up and see how I got it set up for 180 centimeters. I'm hoping that'll, not make as many bales as we could make out of it. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I really don't like going back and forth this way because then really dropping bales off in the road, or we need to go back and forth. But let me go ahead and we'll get this baled up, and then we might have to call the guys down at the coal mine if they don't give us a call and see how it's coming. But we'll see you when we get all this baled. Hello.
Hey, this is Mike down at the coal mine.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. The reason I'm calling is we are ready for you to come down and start hauling out some of the finished product.
Sounds great. I'll be right down.
Copy that. See you soon.
Well, I really didn't think this through very well. You get my pickup to get down to the mill, and we left the pickup in town. And I really don't have anything else up here to be able to drive to go pick it up. I have to see if I can get somebody from town to give me a lift. Either way, I think we can just take we'll just take the Massey actually down to the mill. Then if we need anything down there going on, we'll have it. So let me just hop in it and we'll get on down there. Here we go. They are telling me there's so much down there that we're going to probably need a bigger dump truck. That one pull behind trailer that we have for the semi, I don't think it's going to do it. We're going to have to get some more industrious type equipment that works for coal mines. And one of those big old dump trucks, I have to look in the marketplace and see how much one of those is going to cost us. For now, we're just going to have to use what we have. Run across here, run across this old Raggedy Ann bridge. Keep her together. Of course, we're never going to try to bring a full load across it. But let me get down and we will get that loaded up and see what we can get out of it. Okay, we're coming up on the mine. We got all these old dump trucks here, but none of those do I have rights to. That's from the previous construction company that they actually own the land, so we can't use that. Or some old loaders and all kinds of equipment. Just nothing that we can actually use, and really none of it's that big either. I mean, the bulldozers would come in handy. But we will keep an eye on the market and see what there is. I know there are some big dump trucks that we can get, and I also know the best paying price or place to buy our coal is the rail. So will we rent the train to try to haul it, or we'll just, right now all we have is our small semi truck here. So we might just have to sell it direct and then wait till we have bigger equipment to take it by train. That's something we got to be planning on, and I know eventually we are going to have to get bigger stuff. This one semi is not going to do it. We're producing quite a bit from what they're telling me. So let me get in here and we'll hop in the truck and see what we got so far. All right, truck, get her fired up. All right, we had 5,100 liters from yesterday. Let's see if we got enough to fill it all the way up. And as that's filling, let's check some prices here. There, our stock market. Mineral coal is what we're using, and it's like 96,000. Of course, I don't know if it's full yet. Now it's still filling. Maybe that's what we have in the production. Back to the right screen here. There it is. So this is actually the best sell time, it looks like. It's higher right now than what it would be, and that, of course, is at the Northern Railroad. This is the only thing we have enough of to fill. But yep, looks like we are full 100% at 16,000. Let me figure out where I want to sell it, and then we'll go take it there. Well, it turns out since we actually have about 3 truckloads of this, I'm going to go ahead and actually rent the train. We're just going to put the whole thing in the train. I mean, that won't even fill up one compartment by any means, but then after that, we may have enough money to buy a bigger truck. So if we can get a larger truck to haul more of this at a time, I mean, this is not much. Plus, I'm gonna look into buying the mineral rights for this that they've already mined out of the ground. Right now, we can only get what's in the ground, but this that they've already dug out, I mean, if I could get that, start loading it out, we would have, I don't know, endless number of, definitely well over $1 million in just coal. So let me see what I can do with that, but first we got to make some money to get some bigger equipment. So let me get this into the train. This is our loading point for the train. They got a little ramp set up that we can just drive right over it and dump it in. See, actually one of those dump trucks like that in the picture, that is what I'm looking for. If I get something big like that to do this job, you go a lot faster. You get lined up just right. There we go. That should work there. Let me go hop out of here, and we'll go get the train rented. As I'm sitting here waiting for the train, I thought, let's look at the menu to see what we have we can buy. And I'm thinking right here, this thing, 72,000 liters. I believe this truck would definitely do a lot better for us. It's actually only 130,000, so we don't need a whole lot of money. We'll have enough to buy this. Thing is, I don't know how we're going to haul it down here. Let's see, is it going to be too wide? We might be able to fit that on our flatbed trailer. I know the front wheels, if I zoom in right, front wheels are a little wider, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that or not. Fit. Ooh, it's going to be tight. We'll see if we can get our trailer to expand. If not, we might have to get a bigger trailer, but it sounds like the train just showed up. I do believe. Oh, no. Maybe I'm hearing some other brakes. I don't see any train down there yet. Let's wait a little longer for the train, and then we'll get this offloaded. There we go. Train has arrived. We don't want to dump it on the engine here. Let me try to get it to where it needs to be. Of course, we're going to load everything we have that we've already produced. We'll put all that on the train. Let's get up there and get the first one dropped off, and we'll go back and get everything else we have. There we go. First load going in. Like I said, it's only 16,800. You think these big dump beds like this could haul more than that, but I guess just because of the weight, it weighs so much, that's all it's going to take. So let me go back. We'll get a couple more loads loaded up, and then we'll see what we can do. Can't get out that way, it don't look like, because the train's blocking the track, so hopefully I can get around this way. If not, we'll just turn around and go back. But I'll see you once we get the train filled up. Well, would you look at that. 95% on our third load, not quite 3 full loads. But I got the 2 loads up in the train right now. I've decided I'm actually going to take this to what there's just on top of the hill, next to the train, there's actually a small power plant. we're going to take this up there. We're going to drop it off so we can get some money out of it right away. And then that should still be in there. So if we end up buying that power plant, because we could use the electricity from that power plant to run this mine operation, because it does take kilowatt hours and different products to be able to run electricity here, we can maybe start it up right away and already have coal in it, plus get paid for it. That is my goal. I know that has worked several other places, so I'm going to see if I can do it here. But let me get these 16,000 liters up the hill and get them dropped off and see if we can make it work. Here we are at the small power plant, Lizard Energy. Never actually been up here, so I'm not sure where we take it. Probably not here. This does not look like a place to take coal. But yeah, this looks more like a place to take coal. Let me pull up here and see if I can dump it right in. And if it gives us enough money, we might be able to turn around and buy this facility. Let's see. See if we get paid first. There, it starts going in. Hey, and we're actually making money. Oops, I guess I probably shouldn't hop out that soon. No, it took it all. Hey, that's only 32,000. Ooh, that's not very much. I thought it'd pay a little better than that. I'm hoping it would, because that's not going to pay our bills very quick. Let's see here. We can buy it for 150,000. What do we got? 161. Won't be able to buy our dump truck, but maybe with the money we have, we'll be able to do that. So perfect. We got, the coal in the train. And now that we own this, we're down to 11,000. Don't tell my wife. She'll be super mad that I ran it that low. But we also need to bring maintenance tools. Great. I don't have any maintenance tools, and actually it doesn't show any mineral coal in here either. So apparently it actually does disappear. Some productions keep it in. This one does not. So let's just go ahead and turn that back off, because that's going to do us no good. But since we have money for maintenance tools, I guess we'll start doing that and then bring some coal up to this place as well. So let me get back over to the train, and we'll go sell off what we put in it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any chance to be able to make enough out of these 33,000 liters to be able to get our dump truck now that I wasted our money on that production. Ugh, especially knowing that we have to buy more stuff just to get the production to run. But here we are, we're just about to enter the map and then sell that off and see what we get. There we go, continue on your course. $83,000, so of course, like I said, that's not enough for that dump truck. Ugh, don't want to have to, go a few more times with just this truck that we have. But we'll let the guys down at the mill continue working, and we will get back to the farm and finish baling that straw. Well, I did talk to the guys who own the property there at the coal mine, and we're talking about, the piles of coal laying around, and they said they'd be okay with me taking it, but it won't be till the first of the year, so we have to wait till January. Of course, then the ground's going to be frozen. I'm not sure how hard it's going to be able to get that coal out of those piles once it freezes. Well, of course, we'll try it when January comes around, but another problem is they are going to charge me 50%, so I have to give them half of what we get out of the coal, which, they've already mined it. All I'm doing is scooping it up. So I will have to keep track of that, so we won't be able to take it to our actual power plant there because it won't show any income. At least we shouldn't, because, that would be kind of cheating them out of some money, but let me get back, and of course we'll plan that for January. I'll get back and finish baling the straw. Well, there we go. We got 23 bales of straw out of here. Not too bad. I really have no need for them right now, but hey, we do have them. They're not worth anything, so I'll eventually just probably grab a pickup trailer of some kind and get them off the field so I can till it back in for next year's planting season. But I think that should do it for this episode. We got our first full 24 hours in the bag down at the mine. So we got a little bit of money back in the bank after our expenses. But if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to click that like button. And until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.
For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, not come to mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy.